Well, hello there. And today, Thor has officially released across the globe. And with the release of Thor Love and Thunder, we have a total of 29 movies in the MCU. It is time to rank all these 29 movies in the MCU from the worst to the best. So let us start with my number 29. And I think I should have started with the Thor film. So it's Thor the Dark World, absolutely the worst MCU movie out of all these. I don't care about this film at all. One of the worst superhero movies ever made for me. The villain is so bad. Overall, I hated the film. Number 28, The Incredible Hulk. It's also a bad film, downright bad film. I'll count it as in the bad tier of the MCU. It also has no importance in the MCU at all. At number 27, we have Iron Man 2, another disappointing film because the first Iron Man was like such a nice film, and then they come up with this movie which had so bad writing and no good story and a forgettable villain. So I didn't like it. Number 26 is Black Widow. It was the first MCU Phase 4 film, and it started with such a sus. I thought this movie was also really disappointing from the beginning to the end. It really serves no purpose, at least for me, it doesn't. Number 25, Spider-Man: Homecoming. I know it's one of the most controversial opinions on this list, and I understand a lot of you like this film. I just thought this was not a good film, especially with that weird third act. Number 24, Ant-Man and the Wasp. One of the most forgettable MCU films. In fact, the most forgettable MCU film other than in The Incredible Hulk would be Ant-Man and the Wasp. Such a stupid villain and a very minor story that doesn't really make me interested in rewatching it. Number 23 is Captain Marvel, another female-led MCU movie that disappointed us. I hope they deliver it with Captain Marvel 2. But as for this movie, I really am not a big fan of this movie at all, and I didn't care for it. Number 22, another Iron Man movie that I don't care about is Iron Man 3, but I think it's better than Iron Man 2 because at least it's bigger in scale and was at least more entertaining up until that stupid reveal of the Mandarin. Number 21 is Thor. Watching Thor Love and Thunder just made me put this higher than Iron Man 3 on this list. I think it had a few good things when I sat down and thought about it a lot. And then at number 20, Captain America: The First Avenger. From here on, this is the good movie tier in the MCU, and it starts with Captain America: The First Avenger. It has its problems, and it's also really not close to me. Number 19 is Eternals, a movie which had such a huge ambition and so many characters, and that was its problem. Way too much ambition and way too many characters to cramble into one film. Number 18, Ant-Man. It was a delightful film. I liked it. I liked it way better than Ant-Man and the Wasp. It had a few weirder corners in the MCU which I adored. At number 17 is Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. I thought this is pretty entertaining film, but I think there's just way too many missed opportunities here and way too many disappointing storylines and writing elements here that it makes me put at number 17. At number 16 is Avengers: Age of Ultron. I think this movie is also has its ups and downs, and it's pretty much entertaining, especially the third battle in this movie. It was gorgeous, but the villain just is not interesting at all. At number 15 is a brand new movie into the MCU, Thor Love and Thunder. I thought this movie would easily make it to my top 10 when I reviewed the movie, but the more and more I thought about it, the more problems came in my mind, and it eventually ended up being at number 15, which is quite a disappointment. Number 14, Doctor Strange. I really appreciate this movie for showing us the mystical corner of the MCU, which it did way better than Multiverse of Madness did. And I also like the visuals in this film, except for that Dormammu. Number 13 is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, a very fun film. Not as good as the original, but it's not really bad. It's really entertaining, it's really fun. I love these characters, so it's at number 13. Number 12, Spider-Man: Far From Home. My only complaint with this film is that it doesn't really feel like a Spider-Man movie. When you read the comics, it's just way too different than the comics have been. So, but it's still a pretty entertaining and amazing film. Number 11, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, just outside of the top 10. I thought this movie has amazing martial arts, and really decent story, but I really don't like some of the MCU-ish element of the movie. At number 10, I have Iron Man, the one movie that started it all. I just give a special credit to this film for starting this amazing franchise. It's in my top 10, especially due to that factor. At number 9 is another monumental film in the MCU, The Avengers. It was just so good. I will never forget the experience of watching this movie in the theater for the first time. It was incredible indeed. Number 8, Captain America, the Winter Soldier. Really amazing story. The best story in the entire MCU. Everything that they do with Hydra and Shield was really phenomenal, and Russo brothers nailed it. Number 7, Black Panther. I really liked Ryan Coogler's direction in this film, and Killmonger is one of the best MCU villains. It presents a really great MCU story, except for that stupid third act. Number 6 is Spider-Man No Way Home. A movie that delivers so much on fan service that people are blinded by the fact that the movie has problems, and even I'm blinded by this fan service to a degree. Number 5, Thor Ragnarok. This was such a bonkers movie. Seeing Thor Love and Thunder reminded me of how good Thor Ragnarok was. So yeah, it went up higher on my ranking for the MCU. Number 4, Guardians of the Galaxy. Nobody thought this movie is going to be this good, including me, and it turned out to be just an amazing film, and that's why it gains the factor of surprising me. Number 3 is Captain America Civil War. I just love superheroes fighting with each other, and this movie delivers loads of it. And airport battle is so good. This is a really serious film, and Russo brothers again nail it with all top 3 entries. Number 2 being Avengers Endgame. It was number 1 in my previous list, but I think I will keep switching both of these films back and forth. This is a really great movie, amazing fan service, but Avengers Infinity War takes it because it's well made and more movie that's more closer to perfection than Avengers Endgame. It's just the way this movie is executed is just bonkers and amazingly written. So I will give the edge to Avengers Infinity War this time. But I don't know. Next time maybe Endgame takes the lead, or maybe some other movie takes the lead. But I don't think that time's anywhere close. So yeah. This was my ranking for all 29 MCU movies from the worst to the best. Be sure to share your ranking in the comment section down below. Like, share, and subscribe. Film Villa. Thank you for watching.